Bitcoin strategic reserve, they say. There's an announcement. Finally, we're here. We made it. Trump signs executive order to establish a Bitcoin strategic reserve. And then Bitcoin does this. Dumps a massive 7% in a 15-minute candle. And the market is not taking it good either. Like there is proper sell-off happening here. And yesterday I told you exactly what is going to happen. I told you on the show that the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve announcement is basically causing... I told you on the show yesterday what's going to happen, and I tweeted this, and I said that the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve announcement caused one of the biggest red candles in Bitcoin's history. This is just the start, in my honest opinion. Next catalyst is other nations reacting to this news and announcing buying Bitcoin months and months and months and months and months and months and months away. So there are a bunch of reasons why I have to be bearish. And I know I get idiot comments saying, oh, this guy's always bearish. I'm not always bearish. When Bitcoin was down at 60,000, we were extremely bullish. When it was down at 40,000, extremely bullish. But now it is the time to be cautious. And I want you to be cautious. And most importantly, I want you to save money or preserve capital. So we're going to talk about all the bullish scenario and we're going to talk about all the bearish scenario. I'm going to show you why the short-term trajectory for the market is down. I have zero doubt in my mind that it is going to be going down. Who is here in the chat, guys? If you are here, please smash and obliterate the like button so we can see that you are here and that you are with us today. If you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe. I bring you the best alpha. I tweet stuff like this and I tweet trades and I protect capital for you and I help you navigate the market in general. So smash the like, follow me on X. There's a link in the description. Here we go. Sup, man? What's happening? Rough Star. Let's go. Let's go. Please analyze total. I will. No way. Present. Likes, fam. This guy's always honest. Always. Chop, chop. What's happening? You can. Hamza, you can't say chop, chop. You're not the monkey face guy. You can't say chop. It's only him who's been following me from the very beginning. Only he can say chop, chop. What's happening? What about end of Russia-Ukraine war catalyst? Nothing burger. Fefe, the FAS recession, we're gonna look at it. Don't do bets with Ron. He never fulfills them when he does. I bet him once and I won and he fulfilled it. So it's actually pretty good for me. I think BCH is a great short. FOMC meeting this month, right? Yes, it's all going to zero. Like up the smash. Okay, so let's go. Let me just enlighten you with my thinking here. So obviously it's actually a big thing. So I'm actually like half of me is sad, half of me is happy. This should have been the thumbnail. Me standing and me smiling and me crying. That would have been pretty cool. So like half of me is very happy because this happened. And half of me is like very sad. And the reason is because, let me just read what happened yesterday. Probably you have heard about it a billion trillion times. If you haven't, well, this is your opportunity. But David Sachs, he's the crypto and AI czar at the White House, tweeted this yesterday and says, just a few minutes ago, President Trump signed an executive order to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. The reserve will be capitalized with Bitcoins owned by the federal government. I told you about this yesterday on the show. I told you they have 200,000 Bitcoins and I told you that they are not going to buy anymore. They are going to use that as a reserve because he promised the Bitcoin Nashville, you have to connect the dots, that if he gets elected, he will never ever sell the Bitcoins that the United States acquired. And this is exactly what is happening. He kept two promises all at once. It's a very smart play for him. This means it will not cost taxpayers a dime. This is another thing. We're going to talk about this. And then it says, it's estimated that the US government owns about 200,000 Bitcoin. However, there's never been a complete audit. The executive order directs a full accounting of the federal government's digital asset holdings. Well, let's see if it's still there. Let's see if it's still there. The US will not sell any Bitcoin deposits into reserve. It will keep as store of value. The reserve is likely like a digital Fort Knox for the cryptocurrency, often called digital gold. I actually like this. So why is this actually interesting? Couple of reasons. I want you to listen to this clip and then I want you to let me know your opinion. Okay, this is the moment he signs the executive order. Okay, so just listen to this. No sound?
No sound.
What do you mean?
I don't hear the video.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I hear it. Let me just bring this in for a second. The delay is very much... please take care of the delay tomorrow. Let me just fix this here for you guys. Let me just see if... no worries. You're good. Here we go.
$1 billion in lost.
You should hear this now.
today we're signing, and this is very historic, an executive order establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve and digital asset stockpile. This is a promise that you made throughout the campaign, and today we're keeping that promise. The reserve will be capitalized with Bitcoin that the federal government already owns, so it won't cost taxpayers a dime. This is like a digital Fort Knox for digital gold. And premature sales of Bitcoin over the past years cost American taxpayers over $17 billion in lost value because we didn't have a long-term strategy.
Right.
Now we do.
Listen now. Listen.
So,
And this is something you believe in?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
And the whole community believes in it.
Very good. And they made the promise, right?
Absolutely.
So let me just revamp here for a second. Sure, he says all the stuff, whites and the whatever, but then there is two very important questions coming from Trump. Listen to this.
So,
He listens and he goes,
This is something you believe in.
and this is something you believe in. He says it to David Sachs. He says, and this is something you believe in. This is something you believe in. David Sachs goes, absolutely 100%. Listen. He says, okay,
Very good.
very good. And listen to what he's asking now.
And they made the promise, right?
And I made the promise, right? The guy has no idea that he made this promise. Like, of course he remembers and he understands. But one, the fact that he's asking if David Sachs believes in it, like, yo, kid, what? Yeah, I know I promised. Do you think it's a good idea? Okay, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, I believe you. Let's do it. Fuck it. Like, and did I promise this? I did. Okay, that's awesome because then I can just swap. Like, I promised it's good. So, like, there is not. I'm not hating on this, but I'm just hating on all the KOLs and influencers telling you how fucking bullish this is. This is not bullish. The guy does not know. Okay. So anyway, so this said a lot of chatter about this, like this. The SBR, the strategic Bitcoin reserve, is the Bitcoin, so it's BSR actually. But anyway, executive order is more bullish than most onlookers were anticipating. It's more bullish. Tell me more, brother. Tell me more. The Secretaries of Treasury and the Commons authorized to develop budget-neutral strategies for acquiring additional Bitcoin, provided that those strategies have no incremental cost on American taxpayers. I want you to listen to one thing. They are doing Doge, right? So they're cutting off everything. There is zero, and I mean zero, chance that they can persuade Trump to actually take taxpayers' money and put it in magic internet money, okay? Zero chance. Second, they have 200,000 Bitcoins, okay? 200,000 is 1% of all Bitcoins out there. The America holds now. So there's no buying pressure. And then they go, and then there's a lot of people, these guys, there's a lot of people who say, yes, but executive, they will look at acquiring additional Bitcoin provided that it's budget neutral. So it says two proposals. Executive authority using the net position of the exchange stabilization fund recommendation in our, this is 39 billion. Substantial acquisition could be done right away. Substantial acquisition. Okay, good. We're going to look at this in a second. The second, an act of Congress revaluing gold, so they can revalue, if the gold is still there in Fort Knox, they can revalue it. And if the bill passes, the law would have the USFG, which I don't know, acquire 200,000 Bitcoin per year for 5 years. 200,000 is about $17 billion at current prices, okay? So we're looking at about 40 billion. We're looking at about a 50 billion purchase, like best case scenario. That's like the best case scenario, okay? Well, let me show you something here. This is the purchases Michael Saylor made since November. Let me just move myself up here a little bit so you see. So it started with 2 billion, 4.6, 5.4, 1.5, 2.1, 1.5, about half a billion, about 200 million, 100 million, and then goes back to 1 and 1 billion, okay? And then 2 billion here in February. Now, do you notice anything on this chart other than the fact that they're buying? Well, I notice one thing. The price doesn't fucking go up. It just doesn't. It simply just doesn't. Sure, it goes from like 90,000 up to like 106, and it pulls back immediately. No matter that this here, what you see, is about 20 billion with a B purchases in the past 6 months, since November. Price doesn't move. And then people talk about and speculate on the fact that they will spend 50 billion to purchase Bitcoin and that will just shoot it to the moon. What are you even talking about? And then the question, and then the other argument that I see is that yeah, it was never about the government buying all the Bitcoin. It's actually pretty good for us. The US strategic Bitcoin reserve means that other countries will buy Bitcoin. I'm going to talk about this separately, but the other countries will buy Bitcoin. Wealth managers have no excuses. Financial institutions, no excuses. This I agree with 100%. On a 5 to 10 to 15 year scale, this is very, very, very good. Very good. And I'm not being sarcastic. Like it's proper good. Other countries will buy Bitcoin. Sure. Currently, where we're standing is everybody's hating America because of the tariffs, because of transactions. Europe is laughing at them, because not rightfully, so I completely agree with Trump, by the way. But Europe is laughing at them. China, largest economy, don't like them because of the tariffs. Do you think they're gonna go and, oh, Trump, that guy has like the strategic Bitcoin reserve, let's fucking do this. And then next day they're gonna announce that they're gonna buy the same amount. No, of course not. It's gonna take months and months, best case scenario, months for everybody to catch up, okay? But one thing is super important, that this thing, so the other countries, I wanna talk about the other countries a little bit. So the reason why I don't know why it's not here. Where is this? Oh, it's maybe in the end. Okay, but okay, let's talk about that in a second. I'm gonna get back to this in a second. What I wanted to show you, the other thing is that you can say, okay, but you know, the other moon boy shit that I hear all day is, oh, but there is this crypto event today. Like, you know, bruv, like we're going to the moon, bruv, buy the dip. The next leg is just happening. Okay, well, let's look at this. So first off, what can they realistically say that would push the price? Like, and I'm being like completely honest here. Like, and I want to read the comments. Like, let me know, what do you think there can be for us to go, oh my God, this is the best buying opportunity. Like, the most powerful nation on the planet just announced that they're going to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve. What do you think will happen today that will push the price up? Like, honestly. It was already expected. Yes, but on what happens if they sell it? They can't sell it. It's in the executive order. They're not going to sell it. US government should be moving to the blockchain, more transparency. Yes. Billion dollar hustle. Yes. If you don't hold, you won't be rich. 𝗙𝗔 said this. Sure. I also heard have fun staying poor or hold the bag. That's why the bulls laugh so out later. Moonboy shit. Fort Knox is empty. We'll see. I don't think it's empty, but we need to transfer stock market wealth into blockchain to move up. So nothing. Maybe they say that we're going to the moon. Yeah. Yes. So you see, you get the point. You get the point. A lot of news in half hour. Okay. What can they say that makes this market even more bearish? There is no exception. There is no catalyst. That's my point. There is no catalyst. No taxes on Bitcoin. It's priced in. That's what people expect. First of all, I do not think that will happen. Imagine, like, we're so selfish. We're these crypto, bros, and we think that the president of the United States will come in and be like, oh, you know, the crypto bros, give the tax cut for the crypto bros. It's not going to say, like, for the average American people who work 9 to 5, give them a tax cut first. No, it's going to say, like, there are these crypto folks, this $3 trillion market. Let's make sure that those guys, tremendous amount of money. Let's get these guys tax cuts, no problem. I think, what? No, it's not going to happen that way. Not gonna happen that way. So anyway, even if there is even if that's an announcement, that's a nothing burger. Like, it's not. It's like, of course, again, long term, extremely bullish. Why? Because companies will start moving into the States. More people will start moving into the States. Yes. Long term. Okay. So anyway, talking about this, I also tweeted and I said, by the way, I see a lot of people tuning in. The live, I really don't want to stop this show. So I'm not going to say I'm going to stop the show, because I don't want, because it's an incredible show, I think, and a lot of value. But please, guys, let's get to 400 likes. I have a massive giveaway for you prepped as well. So like the show. And also, if you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe, and I'm the only offer you need every single day. News from the past 24 hours, news for the next 24 hours, trades and everything you need. So make sure to follow me on X. There's a link in the description to my X account. So I tweeted this and I said, we're always one Trump post away from being so back. Okay, I posted it on the 2nd of March. When, by the way, everybody was bidding. You know? Everybody was bidding, and I was saying there's going to be a retrace. And I said, we're always one. Let's pray this rally can be sustained. It wasn't. Otherwise, we've got a problem. I'm 40% deployed and not adding more. I'm still 40% deployed, okay? Not anymore. So here is when I say we are one Trump away, and if you think that today's event is going to be like a massive catalyst, I brought you some stuff here. I mean, I want you to know, like, I'm not here for you to love me, you know? I'm here to give alpha. So I know these things are hard to hear, and I know that you don't hear these things on other shows, and that's fine. And you can come and just get it out there in the comment section. But that won't change reality, you know? That won't change reality. So here's the announcement, right? President Trump on crypto and AI coming in, and we're going to do something great with crypto because this is his first like major announcement happening here. Then it says he elects officially selects pro crypto Paul Atkins to replace Gary Gensler as his chair down here, right? Then we have a little bit of dippy dip. Guess what? Retrace. Then we have this what he's talking about how they're gonna make America the greatest place ever. Raleigh. Guess what? Retrace. Let's move on. This is January, bro. So let's move on. This is January 13. Donald Trump inauguration will feature tech leaders and a crypto ball. We have a push. Guess what happens? He makes another announcement. He officially launches Trump coin. Dump. Then down here, what happens? Trump media to launch Bitcoin plus ETF. What happens? Nothing. Nothing. Then what happens here? US president says he's committed to making America the crypto capital of the world. Guess what? Nuke. Nuke. So much announcements. Then you go on here. Okay, so what happens here? The World Economic Forum that America is the world capital of AI and crypto. Dump. News footage of Donald Trump signing the executive order to establish a crypto working group. Dump. What else do we have here? I honored to chair the Senate Banking Subcommittee. Yeah, so they put Senator Loomis on the Senate Banking chair to the chair of the Senate Banking Subcommittee. Dump. What else do we have here? Just bringing you some examples here. President Trump will host the first White House summit. A little bit of pump. President Trump announced his crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, Sol, and ADA. A little bit of pump and a retrace. Guess what is going to happen today? I am sure it's a sustained rally that will never, ever reverse, and we're going to the moon or to the Mars. There is no way that this time is not different. It's going to be extraordinary. So for anybody out there who think this is going to be different, I'm sorry to pop your bubble, but it's not, okay? So, and I'm not here to tell you, this is a shit thing, because it's not. Like, it's a very, very good thing. Why? It's very good because, one, other countries will realize they need to start going, you know, it's going to be a very good thing for Bitcoin on the long run. Other countries will start acquiring it. Supply shock will kick in probably in the next bull market. Okay, we're going to have a blow off top, but probably the big thing is going to happen in the next 1-2 years when all the other countries catch up. 2 is going to be very good because there will be regulatory certainty around the US. Definitely not going to ban Bitcoin. You're not going to go into jail because transacting into Bitcoin. They will never going to sell the Bitcoin that they seize. There is going to be a reserve established that takes out of circulation. So if they're going to seize more and more, which is going to happen, it's going to take out of circulation. Other countries will follow. So, you know, it's good. And also it's important to note, like, the short term, the strategic Bitcoin reserve news was mostly priced in. I don't think so. And marginally disappointing to markets, yes. But long term, it is very, very good. Like, we have to understand that the US government has effectively acknowledged Bitcoin as a digital gold. A tremendous win and helps cement Bitcoin's status as store of value. So, like, on a long run, extremely good. Like, I'm super, super happy. And this is why I tweeted this. This is why I tweeted this and I said, short-term bear, long-term bull, Bitcoin perma-bull. And from now on, from today, this is going to be my mantra because I'm not long in this shit, okay? Until we have a decent break above. Short-term bull, no. You see, I already fucked it up. Oh, I'm sorry. If kids are watching the show, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I actually took a lot of efforts in not cursing on the shows. Have you noticed the change in the past 2 months? Like, I really paid attention. Anyway, short-term bear, long-term bull, Bitcoin, perma bull. Short-term bear, long-term bull. How's it? Short, I can go this. Let's see. Short-term bear, long-term bull, Bitcoin, perma bull. That's kind of how you have to think about this. So I'm going to look at the charts and I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen, but I do think it's a dump. And if you're long in here, you're gambling. That's what I think. I mean, it can turn out to be great, and you might be able to drop the hot potato because before it burns you. But I'm buying nothing right now. I agree. Better save the capital. Yes. So where are we going then? Would nice to know. I'm not gonna end the show now and be like, hey, you guys go figure it out. But of course, just throw the ball up. I'm just waiting for the likes to go to 600, and then I can give you the alpha. I genuinely am just waiting. Just gonna look through here, drink some water. So guys, like the show. Make sure to follow me on X. There's a link in the description as well, but you can scan this if you're watching on TV. So no face melting this year. A little bit. Let me just see here. No vibe changing. Never vibe changing, bro. Never. Okay, look, did just see next year. Sentiment is always destroyed right before the next leg. So are you bear? But bro, here's the thing. Like, and I so have to talk to this comment here because this is, and I'm not picking on you. Like I'm not picking on you, but I'm just telling you. Someone's saying sentiment is always destroyed right before the next leg up. Are you bearish, traumatized? That's all actually good. I'm not bearish and traumatized. I'm logical. I'm giving you all the reasons why the market has no reason to go up. I'm telling you the facts. I'm showing you the recent announcements. I'm showing you the catalyst, the biggest catalyst. The Bitcoin Strategic Reserve is here. Bitcoin doesn't move. It in fact dumps. There needs to be a catalyst, and I do believe that the next catalyst is going to be when they're going to. The next catalyst is the chat rolling here. Is this caught up to date? The next catalyst is going to be when they will have other countries adopting the strategic reserve. What else do we have here? Cal was bearish as well. Yes, because he knows what he's talking about. Poor MicroStrategy. We'll see. Let's try to short some stuff. We can look at it. This is no scam peeps. Yes, one school. Soon. CVD going down while price lower grinding up. The jobs numbers will be poor today though. When last bear turn bull? When last? I don't know what it means. Price are hilarious. Don't cry now when it will be high. Okay, Nicholas. Trump introduces Satoshi Nakamoto today. Okay, smart guy. What catalyst will pump the market? The next catalyst is that other countries will adopt. That's what I'm saying. The next catalyst is next. So first of all, smart guy. Thank you. So let's talk about this as well. Okay. So important stuff is one, that for us to have a major catalyst, it has to be another major government country announcing a strategic reserve or multiple ones. Okay, that's one big catalyst. The other one is going to be quantitative easing, but it's not crypto. Like, that's what you have to understand, that it's not going to be, we're not going to have a blow off top because there is massive interest in crypto. We're going to have a blow off top because there will be quantitative easing, not only in China, but also in the United States. The stock market will start rallying, and as a result, crypto will follow. But it's not going to be a crypto bull market. I think the crypto bull market is basically done. I do think we're going to have a massive pump. I do think we're going to have a relief rally. And I do think we're going to have a next, 3-4 months, very, 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 very good opportunity. But that's basically it when it comes to like holding and whatever. So, okay, why would other countries? Because it's a precedent. So anytime you look at the United States, they will be proven right because Bitcoin will go higher. And other countries will adopt. They can't there's 21 million. Why do other countries start racing for gold? Because there is no more. There is limited supply. So it's the same scenario here. Suriname is adopting it now. USA adopts, other nations adopt faster. Cut rates is summer only. Quantitative easing won't be happening until... I agree. Why are my messages deleted? It's not. When? Higher time for Bitcoin. Okay, so here's it. Let's look at this. So here's how it looks, okay? Here's what I'm looking at today. First of all, I took a bet with Ren. Are we pumping now? That's fantastic. So here we took a... What is this pump, cuz? What is this pump? What is this? What is this 0.35% pump? I also brought this here. Like, this is so us. Like, this is so everybody. Look at this. Portfolio 80%. Portfolio 80%. Mental health unstable. Relationship AI girlfriend. Me when Bitcoin rebounds is 8%. This is so crypto Twitter. Okay, anyway, so ultimately here's what I'm looking at, okay? I do think that today we'll have some kind of movement, okay? But I'll tell you one thing. If you look at the daily chart, anybody calling this bullish, never unfollow them and never turn back, ever. So even if this will start moving up, even if it does, it's not bullish, okay? There is literally zero bullishness in this chart. Why? Because if you look at the lower time frame, I mean, lower, in this case, I'm looking at lower time frame as a daily. So daily is obviously higher time frame, but on the weekly, we are bullish. That's no question. We have a retrace, but we need to see a market structure shift to higher high to confirm a reversal, okay? So on the weekly, we are bullish. That's no question. But on the daily, if you look at this, all we're doing is we are making lower lows and lower highs. Literally, that's all what we're doing. That's it. That's it. This is the total market cap. But in general, Bitcoin as well, this is basically what we're doing. For us to confirm that we are reversing, we need to see a higher high formed on the daily, and that is 3.24 trillion. Or if you look at Bitcoin, it is up here. I mean, if we would take this 96 would be good, but I'm rather thinking like a daily high is definitely up here. Definitely up here. This is what we need to take. Market structure shift to 99,454. We need to have a daily close above there to confirm the reversal. Not happening unless I genuinely don't know what can happen. I mean, if they announce that they are going to buy 1 million Bitcoin this year, sure. But other than that, I don't really see any possibility for this happening. And just to add something else on TA, technical analysis, when you look at the daily chart here, let me remind you what this is. It's an elevator down and it's a staircase up. What have I been talking about? What did I teach you about elevators and staircases? If you're new here, first thing you want to do, by the way, I just went through 46,000 followers. Did we go back here? Cause I have to do something. No, 46,000 followers. Thank you so much, guys. I truly appreciate you, every single one of you. We're almost there at a 1/10 of 500,000 followers. So we're almost there. So anyway, so you have to follow me because I give you the best alpha on there. But in general, what I teach you about is when there is an elevator down, meaning there is one participant in the market, like one massive sell-off, right? There is no buyers and sellers and you know like all this down. But when you have a massive dump or pump, you always want to be on the elevator. This is the elevator. Always. So if you're in an elevator and you see stairs, you don't take the staircase because you're gonna get tired. You don't take the staircase, you always take the elevator. And a lot of times I even had, if you go onto my X, I'll scroll back here. I even posted this multiple times when I was out for snowboarding, and I said this. Look, where did I say? What do you know where I put? Yeah, look at this. Like I posted this, and I said this is what you got to look for. This is an elevator down and staircase up. It will come down. Guess what happened? Exactly that. Elevator down, staircase up. Guess what happened from there? Well, I don't know what happened here. The same thing. So like you continuously have a hope for this not to be another sell-off, but in reality, this is playing out on a higher time frame now. We have an elevator down and then we have a staircase up. This is exactly what's happening. And the staircase up to a daily bearish order block, a block that resulted in massive sell orders. You see here, look at this 4-hour candle here. Look at this candle. And then look at these candles right here. And look at these candles. And look at this candle. Like this is a very strong fall off cliff. If you look at this is a consolidation area. All this area is a consolidation area. But up here is definitely a bearish order block, which is a block of orders, which is like a lot of selling pressure that's been up here. And we're basically grinding back into that sell pressure. And when we're grinding back into that sell pressure, you do not want to be long, because what happens is that there is a liquidity void being created, a trendline liquidity mark, and then a massive fucking sell-off comes off of that. It's always the same scenario until we have a break and close above the daily high, which is $99,500, you do not take a long position because it doesn't make any sense and you become an addict gambler. That's it, period. I don't care. I don't care who says what. You do not do it. I'd rather buy Bitcoin at $101,000 than buy it at $89,000. Yes, because it's going to be confirmed. But what happens if all these moon boys get liquidated? Because we're going to take the low here at 78,000 and we're going to refresh here and then we take the other low and go down to 76. Why don't we, and I'm going on a rant here and I know, but why there is no possibility for us to fill this weekly OB and go down to all the way to the 70 to 65,000? There is. And anybody telling you otherwise does not understand how the game works. So anyway, here is my TLDR. 1, there are no catalysts. No catalysts. 0. All the pens are down, cards are on the table. there is nothing else that can come other than the fact that they're going to do some obnoxious shit today, which is like, we're going to buy 1 million Bitcoin this year, which is not going to happen. But if that happens, obviously move up. But otherwise, it's just all fairy dust. Second, the chart looks horrible. This is a daily bearish. Someone's saying, rising wedge, but patterns are obsolete. But this is also, I'm going to tell you about that in a second. Second, chart looks horrible. You don't long into a bearish order block on a daily. So if you look here, someone said rising wedge or whatever it was. Like, let me tell you something. Rising wedge works. People don't know. Retail calls it rising wedge, and they think they understand it because they go, okay, so this is like this, and then they go, sometimes maybe it's just a fake out, and sometimes we get wrecked. Well, that's not how it works. The reason why rising wedges work is because they create liquidity. If this would have been happening, right? We have a lower low here, and then we form a higher high, and then we come back here, right? And then from there we do this. I would say you're right. Why? Because we did have a daily close above. We have a confirmation. We know that this is just a retrace and we should go up. Therefore, this could be considered a rising wedge. But when you have a falling chart like this and forming daily lower lows and lower highs, that's not the way to look at it. And that's not the way to say, okay, this is actually a rising wedge, because you're just going to get yourself wrecked. And I definitely do not want that. Anyway, ultimately, here is what I'm thinking. On the daily, I do think we can see a rally today. Like, don't get me wrong. This is exactly what I'm drafting here. I do see we can have a rally here, even a wick through. Like, I would not even be surprised if we have a wick through the 99,500. Why? Because there is local liquidity here. We can come all the way up here to the 104,000. But there is I do not see any scenario where a daily close will happen above the 99,500-ish level. And if it does, well, I'm going to be extremely happy, because then it means that my thesis is not right and there is buying pressure, and that the bull market will continue. But I do not see that happening. Ultimately, I'm literally waiting. If we come above here and we wick this high out here, let me just delete all my posts here because it's like kind of getting messy. I'm gonna leave this draft here because I just wanna be proven right. But if you go up here, if we come all the way up here to the 96,000 and we liquidate this level here and we show a market structure shift, which is basically a lower low on the 15-minute time frame, so I'll be looking at something like this. I'll post about it on X, so you want to make sure to follow me there. I will definitely keep you posted. Turn on notifications. So many people saved so much money and made so much money, but I'm telling you to follow me on X. If you do, it's good. If not, then it's your call. But in general, like I do recommend you do. My X button doesn't work, cuz what's happening here? Anyway, so I do think we're going to come back and show a 15-minute market structure shift up here at around 90, 95, 96,000. And that's the place where I'm going to short. Guys, if you do want a great exchange, work with Bluefin, I just talked to Ben today. They have been our partners for a long, long time. Actually, it's very funny because Bluefin was the very, very first exchange I ever started to work with. I love Bluefin. I love the exchange. It's a very great interface. They are third-party custodians. That means they actually don't hold your funds. So they custody with Fireblocks. That means, like, for example, with Bybit, you can go and actually have your assets on Bluefin. Even if they go bust, they don't hold your actual assets. The assets are much more safe. And they have very, very cool sign-up bonuses. If you deposit $1,000 and you trade 10,000, you will be able to get a $150 trading bonus. So go and check that out. And I do have a giveaway for you as well, which I'm going to talk about at the end of the show. Let me just look at the comments. What's happening here? What's going on? What's going on? Let me see. Weekly stock here says bottom. Oh, then we must go up. Like, oh, no, actually, because the weekly stock has stayed down for like, let's look at this. Actually, let's look at this, you know, let's look at this. I'm going to go along and play with this. Let's look at this. I actually have not opened the RSI for like when I learn how to trade. So here it is. So look at this. The RSI hit the bottom down here. Where was it? RSI. Guy, what are you guys talking about? What did he say? What did he say? What weekly stochastic RSI is bottomed? Okay. Let me see. Stochastic RSI. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see. So look at this. The last time I see, so let me just mark some levels. Do you see this bottom down here? Well, I think it was after it bottomed down there, we saw, what was it? Oh, no, there's 65% drop on Bitcoin. That's right. Okay, cool. What was the next time it bounced here? Oh, it was, let me see. Oh, was it here? Okay, what was it? From there, just another 40% down from there. Okay, not that bad though. It bounced here. What happened here? Let me see. Let's move this aside here. Bounced here. Went down here. So we had consolidation for about 9 weeks after it touched the bottom there. Here, when it touched the bottom, we had a 22% rally. And then, yeah, about a 10% drop and rather consolidation. So I would say that this is not something I would want to use. If you look at the weekly, like, your call, but I just look at the chart and I see it doesn't matter. Stock price, yeah. Does this answer your question, PMG George? Does this answer your question? Fefe, we are unknown territory until we get some stability in world politics. Hope you're fully back on the charts. Let's go. Yes. What else do we have here? Guys, I have a massive giveaway for you, but I'll be honest with you. I forgot to bring it in here, so I'm just going to find that for you. I'll just find it for you. So here's the thing. Let me just pull this in. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. So here's how it goes. I do have a massive, massive giveaway. Here's how we're going to do it. So our partners at Albank, they're our partners. We love the... Oh, it's actually so cool. We have the logo up there now. Albank is a great exchange, okay? You have massive, massive sign-up bonuses as well. Massive, massive, massive sign-up bonuses. And so they came to us and they're like, what do you think would be the best for the community? And I was like, you know what we got to do? We got to give them Friday giveaways. So these are UIDs on Albank. If you signed up using my link, okay? And you had 100,000 trading volume this month, you have qualified for the raffle. I'm going to give away 5 times $100 for that. If you want to participate, we're going to do this every single Friday. If you have hit 100,000 in a month, okay, so you don't have to like do every week, but if you hit it in a month, you're qualified for every single week's draw. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cause you noting this down. I'm just gonna do this again. Next time it will be like a rolling table and it will be much better. But this time, this is what we're gonna do. So, and then I'm move on to the next news. Here's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, bam. This here, it ends with 99625 cuts. Then we could do this. Ends with 3141. Then we do this. 5957. Then we do this. 9686. How much was this? Was it 3 or 4 or 5? Okay, I think it was. I think all these guys get $100 for next time is going to be pretty cool. Someone says giveaway sucks. It's good. Thank you so much for appreciating the effort. Like honestly, I was just so late because of the fam stuff, and but I hope it's not that shit for everybody else. Like I hope it's okay. Make the volume smaller. 100K is a lot. Yes, but I mean, they are giving away $100. Like, they need to justify giving away $100. $500 a week, that's $2,000 a month for just giving it away on my show. It's actually incredible. I'm actually very, very grateful for them for doing it. This is free money for you guys. Anyway, so let me show you something. Let me show you something else. We've got the news coming in here, so I think that's kind of clear, and we understand what it is now. Let me run through the news, and then we're gonna do some charts at the end. We don't have a lot of time, so let's do it quite fast. Job cuts today totals 172,000 in February. No shit, this is basically Doge, like Elon Musk with a chainsaw coming and just cutting everything down. That is what is happening. Donald Trump's World Liberty-Fi. I hate when they put Donald Trump's because it's his on his name, but like nothing to do with it. So they partner with Sui. Sui comes out with an announcement and they go, we're extremely excited to announce a partnership with World Liberty-Fi, a Donald Trump Jr., a Donald J. Trump inspired pioneering DeFi protocol. Okay, they're, sucking up, but it's actually quite decent. It's actually very, very bullish in my opinion. Trump, no tariffs on Mexico for USMCA goods. So like US Marine Services Corps or whatever. So like, for U.S. Marine Services, anything that comes in from Mexico, they will not have to pay tariffs on there. Reason why this is interesting is because he's flip-flopping. Now, this is obviously for a good cause, but he's already flip-flopping, and I do think this will stop at some point. It might take months and months, but it will stop at some point, and that will be extremely, extremely, extremely good for the markets. So I do think we're going to blow off top. I do think we're going to rally, but short-term, it's pain only. Bitcoin Reserve Bill passes in Texas. Now, a lot of people I hear say, like, there will be a strategic Bitcoin reserve in Texas. No. Again, no. False information. They passed it. The Senate passed it. That's literally means that the Senate voted, like 30 people, whatever that, voted 24 against 4. They passed it. Now it goes to the House. The House has to accept it with majority vote. If they don't, it goes back for revision. They both have to agree on a revision months and months and months, but it's definitely happening. The S&P 500 falls to a new low of 2025, trading below the November 5th level. But what is even more concerning, that the 200-day moving average that everybody's looking at as an ultimate uptrend or downtrend indicator has broken. So it shows the average, the 200-day average price, right? So the moving average for the S&P, and the price has fallen below the 200-day moving average. So if we do not see a bounce here, that's actually quite severe. That's actually quite painful. So again, much bigger than crypto. Quite cool to see this. I'm super happy. This is like literally, like this is a dream. This is much bigger news in my opinion than the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, to be very honest with you. But India's 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗙 district secures 700,000 land records from the 1950s on Avalanche for transparency and tamper-proof security. This is absolutely insane. So what they did is they took the records from 1950s and they said, we can't keep it on paper. We have to find a solution. And they are like, okay, but who has the password for the Amazon servers? And they go like, why do we put it on the Amazon servers? Because then just corruption can come and then anybody can just modify this in the system. And why don't we just record it on a blockchain forever? And that's exactly what they did. It's incredible. Like I'm so happy to see this turn out. And I don't know if you remember, I talked about, you know what? I'm actually going to bring up here, because this is exactly what Ordinals Bot is good for. They are our partners. They've been with us for quite some time. I love the guys. I work with the guys daily. And this is exactly what I said the other day, is that you want to put stuff on blockchain. If you use any blockchain, why don't you just put it on Bitcoin? So the fact that they come in here and they put records on Avalanche, which is great. Avalanche is cool, whatever. But why don't you, I mean, in the case of India, I understand it would have been pretty freaking expensive to do 700,000 inscriptions. But this is exactly the use case of the blockchain. You put it on and you don't have to worry about anything else. Anyway, if you want to put anything on the Bitcoin blockchain, use Ordinals Bot. Should we put something on the show now? Should I put some? The other day I'm gonna put something on. You literally just come bring a picture in here. You put it in and you go on Inscribe and you put it on the Bitcoin blockchain forever. It's there forever until the Bitcoin blockchain is there. They have a marketplace called 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗙. Check them out in the description as well. Okay, I think we can jump onto a little bit of charts. Should we do a little bit of charts, Cuz? What do you say?
Yes.
The swag vibe. Fefe is right. We can't dump so hard. The bears want to eat, man. The bears want to eat. Probably has some good bar fight. Oh man, I have crazy stories. Talking about stories, going to the $1 billion hustle. We have to start doing I just literally don't have time, bro. But we have to do. I have so crazy stories, bro. I've been dancing with a 𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙. You know what a 𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙 is? This, I've been carrying this most poisonous snake in South Africa with me for 2-3 hours, banging it to the wall, completely tripping on some psychedelics. And this snake was with me. And I took this tube into my room and I thought it's gonna be like awesome. And then I realized that I just did like, I wanted to do the sound. And then I realized that the snake was in there. And I've been carrying it for 3 hours. Anyway, I've got so many stuff that I'm going to share. It's on the $1 billion hustle. It's my vlog coming out weekly. It's actually quite incredible. You have a lot of news. You have a bunch of cool stuff with information, not news, information, motivation, nothing about crypto. But if you want to see my life and if you want to really just be a part of this and hear these crazy stories, go and check it out because it's actually quite incredible. So saying is right, weekend numbers. Yes, job numbers USA. Nothing happens until retail returns not buying OTC. Oh, there is numbers coming out. Job numbers. Live stories on BDH. Yes, we are going to do story times. Story times, photos and all that. We hired someone full time, so it's he's coming working with us. Let me see what job numbers are. Let me see here. Unemployment change. Oh, it's Canada. What is this? Non-farm employment change. So non-farm employment change comes in lower. it's anything. Unemployment rate 4.1%. Obviously. I mean, obviously, it's actually good. So whatever they do with Doge is actually great for the Fed as well. It's actually great for the Fed as well. Why? Because more people. So it's the Fed needs inflation to go down. If they cut all these jobs, they cut the spending, government spending creates inflation because they need to print money. So obviously, it's actually good for the Fed. I would not be surprised if we see a rate cut this month. GM from reigning Phoenix, Arizona. GM, should I short? Not yet. I explained how you should short, how I'm going to short. You do whatever you want to do. I explained how I'm going to short. Show us around your office. Every single episode, you can see it. I mean, we could do, note this, cuz. Office tour. Note this. Note this down. We walk around, I'll show you everything. No, why not? Seriously. Office tour. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Guys, I truly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I truly value you for being here and listening, and I just really don't want you to get wrecked. So please don't get wrecked. If you're rewatching, there are 2 videos that you can check here. There is a link or a button here that you can click on to follow and subscribe to the channel. Please go down to the description and make sure to follow me on X. You get a massive offer. There is a link in the description. You can follow me on X. This is my @𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙, the best offer bringer. Again, guys, 2 videos, subscribe button, and I believe I'll see you in the next one.